Today I want to talk about staging. I cannot stress enough how important it is to stage a home. Many people don't have the imagination or the sense of design. They walk into a home that they're considering buying and they see an empty box that's cold and lacking character. And it's your job as the seller to really make your house shine if you want to sell it quickly. So what does that mean? That means doing a little updating if it takes that, definitely a coat of fresh paint, definitely neutral colors that appeal to the most amount of people, the mainstream, if you will. And do a little staging. Staging goes a long way. We know this from stats, we know this from personal experience, that homes move faster, they sell faster if they are staged. When people can walk in and have that wow experience, or at least have that, oh, I can see myself living here. I can see how my furniture will feel. I can see how I feel. I can see the house has a warmth to it, or it has this kind of energy or atmosphere to it. I can see myself here. You're really helping the sale of your house. And I know it can be a little bit of an expense sometimes, but it really is worth it when you think about it. Is it worth putting in a $3,000 investment, but knowing that you're going to sell your house much quickly and not have those thousands of dollars of holding fees of the home sitting on the market for months on end? I think yes. That is my personal opinion, and this is what I advise to all of my clients. Now I want to show you a little bit about different staging thoughts and ideas. So today we're at a property on Tanglewood Drive in Southgate, and what I want you to pay attention to as we discuss the items that we chose to stage this house with is some of the original features of this home. So what story does this home tell us? It was built in the 50s, and you can see some of the original tile and original features, including the beautiful terrazzo floor. For those of you who don't know, terrazzo floors are typical to mid-century homes. It was basically a slab foundation that was peppered with marble chips. That was very typical to the time. And if you're a lover of this period and you're going to walk into this house, then that's going to be definitely a big selling point and a wow factor. There's also some other typical features like the cedar walls, the vaulted ceilings, the floor to ceiling glass walls that look into the outside. So we really decided to play on the period of this home and really go with that. So we picked this yellow lamp here that looks like very 60s, and it gives it a pop of yellow color, which we took throughout the room actually. If you see it in the pillows and in this vase that we placed on the floor, we included the macrame and some of the furniture that the owners actually had. We did decide to leave because it worked really nicely with the home. We added the lamp and so on. As I take you to the other room, you will see a similar idea. Again, we picked up an orange as an accent color, and we added that in the paintings and the artwork, in the candlelights, the pillows, which have a mid-century pattern to it on this mid-century sofa, the jug, everything sort of falls into play. And we do incorporate a lot of greens to make the home warm and feel livable, which make a really big difference, as you can see. In the dining area, what we did is we fully staged the mid-century table with plates and plants to make it warmer. We added some plants on the corners of the room. We replaced one of the other lamps with a more period fitting lamp and put some items in the hatch so that it's not completely empty and you can see what the house would look like when people live here. We replaced the old curtains with a bit of color and something that gives it a little bit of a more modern touch to balance off the older furniture. And I think you get the picture. Just as an example, one case study is a client of mine who is currently under contract. Her property is pending. When we talked about listing it, we saw that there were 2 other units in her community, which is a planned community, that were practically identical. The only difference is hers was, the other 2 were updated and hers was not. It had old carpets, it had red paint in the kitchen. The bones were great, but it had some items that if we could just easily change and then stage the place would really make the property shine above the other 2 that had been on the market, one of them for over a year and the other one over 6 months. And my client, mind you, wanted to get more money for her property. So it was definitely a moment of discussion there, and she was awesome. She was coachable. We ended up painting the entire house with neutral colors. We ended up staging it. We ended up changing the flooring to modern luxury flooring. And surely enough, after 45 days, we got it under contract. Hers was the first to go. And yes, it was definitely a success story in our book. We were very happy for her.